Good afternoon. We're out here heading to the gym yet again, and it's Saturday, June 10th. And today, what I'm going to try to do at the gym is I'm going to try to do 500 pull-ups and see how long that takes me. I feel like I've always been fairly good at pull-ups, but 500 is certainly a lot. So I think the goal is going to be 5 on the minute every minute, and so then I would do 100 sets of that, and that would take 100 minutes, so an hour and 40 minutes. So we'll see if I can keep that pace. I've done 100 pull-ups before with a similar pacing, in 20 minutes or less, and that wasn't really that bad, but 500 is definitely a lot, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so I got the pull-up bar right up here, and then I got this little whiteboard over here that I'm going to be tracking. I'm going to do hash marks. One hash mark is 5 pull-ups, so I'm going to do 100 sets of 5, and I'm going to be timing it just to see how long it takes. So I'm going to start my watch right now at 0 minutes, if you can see that, possibly, and we'll get started here. Alright, that's 1 set of 5 done, so we'll take our marker and we'll mark the first set off our list. So we got 1 set done and 99 left to go. Alright, that's set number 2 done. Alright, it's a little hard to see, but we've got 9 sets done, so this set right here will be for 50 pull-ups. Alright, and just like that, we are 10% done. Alright, so 19 sets in, so this is the 20th set right here for the first 100 pull-ups of the day. So that's 100 pull-ups in about 19-20 minutes. Still, so far, right on track with 5 pull-ups every minute. Definitely getting a little harder. Starting to feel it in my hands a little bit, and it's getting a little painful, but we'll see how it goes, and I'll check back in a little bit. Alright, this set right here is for 200 pull-ups on the day. Alright, so the reps are definitely getting harder. The form is definitely deteriorating a little bit. But just gonna keep going at it. I'm still at the 5 per minute mark. You can see on the watch, maybe we're just about 40 minutes in. So it's pretty much right on schedule. At some point, I might slow them down just because they're getting more difficult, obviously, but just gonna keep going at this pace, see what we can do. So it's about time for the next set. So we'll get ready for these and knock them out here. Not the best rep there, but at the end of the day, this for me is about pushing myself and trying hard. It's not about doing perfect reps. It's not about having every single rep be perfect enough to be counted for some record or something. It's just about pushing myself beyond what I've done before and what myself or others might think I'm capable of. So that's kind of the motivation behind doing this, and just a fun challenge, I guess. So just over 200 pull-ups in means I got about 300 left if I'm going to get to 500. So it's about time for the next set, and let's knock them out again. So that's 210 done, and we'll check back in later. All right, so these next 5 pull-ups will be for a total of 250, which will put me halfway towards 500. So that's 250, and the sets of 5 definitely slowed down. So if I stayed on track, I should be at 50 minutes right now, but I'm at like 55. So those have slowed down a little bit, and it's definitely getting challenging. And I'm just gonna keep going at this point, even if I have to slow down to like 2 or 3 a minute. I think I wanna just keep going until I get to 500. I think that's a good goal for today. All right, so officially I've been doing pull-ups for an hour in total, and the number of pull-ups right now is at 265, so continuing to move along. Still got a ways to go, but we are getting there for sure. All right, so that is 375. Right now, I am 100 minutes in, so a little bit behind schedule from what I was originally hoping for, but still moving along and getting closer to the finish. All right, so that's 450 reps and about 2 hours and 11 minutes so far. So just got 50 left, and yeah, having fun. It's definitely been a little bit of a longer workout than I anticipated, but there's nothing wrong with things not going exactly according to plan. All right, so as you can see on the board, I'm at 495, so I'm gonna hit these last 5 pull-ups on the day. All right, so that's 500 pull-ups. Really struggled on that last one there, but we got it done. And that's a total time of 2 hours and 29 minutes, I think. So, pretty long session, but we got it done at the end of the day, and that's what counts. So finished up, like you saw with the 500 pull-ups, definitely took a little bit more time than I was shooting for, just under 2.5 hours there. So, you know, that's fine. At the end of the day, it's, for me at least, 500 pull-ups is a hard challenge. So I ended up getting it done, which I'm certainly happy with. And overall, you know, the one thing I would say I'm surprised by is just how sweaty I got. My whole shirt was pretty much soaked with sweat, like after 45 minutes, which I was, I guess, surprised by. I didn't think I would be sweating nearly that much. And also my hands really didn't get all that torn up. As you can see, I mean, this hand is certainly calloused up, but there were definitely plenty of calluses there before. If we can focus a little bit. And then this hand is definitely a little bit worse. But overall, really no crazy like blisters or things like that happening with the hands. So pretty grateful for that, I guess. And yeah, I think in general it was a good effort. For me, 500 pull-ups is a lot. Maybe for some people that's not all that much, or maybe other people think it's like they can barely do 5 pull-ups. So it's really all about relative progress, I think. And for me, I know a year or two ago I definitely couldn't have done 500 pull-ups. Even if I could have done them physically, I don't think mentally I would have had the strength to just keep going, because I would say around 200 to 250 I was like, man, I'm starting to slow down a little bit. I've been here a while. I'm definitely not going to get there in 100 minutes like I was hoping for. And so it was a little bit discouraging there, but I just kept going, and soon enough I was at 400 and I was like, okay, I only have 100 left, I can do this. So honestly, it's all a matter of relative progress over time compared to where you were before, be it yesterday or last week or last year. So I think that's really the best way to kind of gauge your progress, is just comparing yourself to yourself, really, and doing that over a long period of time. And hopefully as you train, you'll keep improving and keep getting better. So yeah, I don't really expect to be doing a lot of pull-up challenges or stuff like that, but I've always liked pull-ups, and it seemed like a fun challenge. I was thinking about 1,000, but that seemed like way too much, at least to start with. I don't think I'm nearly good enough at pull-ups to do 1,000, or at least have it take less than 6 hours or something like that, which I don't really want to spend 6 hours doing that right now. So if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate that, and honestly I'm surprised that anyone is interested to see what I'm doing here. But this is just me kind of sharing what I'm doing, and just sharing the challenges I'm putting up for myself. This is definitely not my normal type of training. Pretty much right now I'm lifting 3 days a week, and then doing cardio, or trying to do some cardio pretty much 5 to 6 days a week, which I'm not really going to do much of cardio today. I guess that was sort of a cardio session in itself, but it wasn't nearly as intense as most cardio I do. So hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions or suggestions, and I'll see you all on the next one.